Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sacred Jasmine, and today is Friday, October the 15th. So let me start off by saying, just real quick, there is no weigh-in for today. I usually do my weekly weigh-ins on Fridays in the mornings, and I have that video uploaded by the afternoon. But basically, what happened was I took some medicine this morning, and I was taking a detox pill and everything, and I had to drink a bunch of water this morning, and so my weight was gonna be off. And I said, you know what, I will just try and maybe do it tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. But also, with that being said, I don't see too many changes throughout the weeks with my weigh-ins and also with my measurements, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna go bi-weekly, so just check every other week so that there's more of a chance of progression. So I wanted to get that out of the way. Today on this video, we will be discussing some things that I've noticed since I've been keto, not just this time, but also the time I've done keto back in 2020. So I have a little checklist on my phone, and I'm just gonna start. So some things I've noticed since I've started keto. One of the biggest things that I don't even know if anyone has said this, I watch a lot of keto videos online, but something that people, I guess so many people take it for granted, being able to fully wrap a towel, a bath towel, around my body, and it goes all the way. There are no gaps. I don't have to use 2 towels anymore. I don't have to do that anymore. And I don't know if anyone else has dealt with this. The towels that I use, they're not like small. Me not being able to tie it all the way around my body, I guess it really didn't bother me before. I was thinking, oh, these are really little. But now, now that I've lost some weight, I can wrap the towel around and still have some space to kind of tie it and everything. And it's just stuff that I think people take for granted until they start losing weight. So that's one thing, and I wanted to start out with that because that's how you know. It's another indicator of how you know you've lost some weight. If you can put that towel all the way around, you go in places. This one goes without saying, but something else I've noticed is that I'm not hungry. When I eat appropriately, I'm not hungry at all. And so what I mean by that is if I have a meal with a high enough fat content and a low enough carb content, knocks out my hunger completely. I have zero cravings, nothing. So that was something that was big for me because I wouldn't say I had a food addiction. I would say I had a sugar addiction, and my addiction was fueled by the sugar. So my cravings were fueled by my addiction to sugar. And so that would just be cravings for anything. If anyone is really struggling with wanting to lose weight, but you feel like you're addicted to food, I definitely recommend keto because it just knocks out all of that. And even if you think you can't get rid of the sugar, what I did was, here's my dirty keto. I just cut a bunch of corners because I said, look, I still want my sugar, I want my sweets. So in the beginning, I did Atkins snacks, which I think Atkins snacks are really, really sweet, but they satisfy my sweet tooth. Then after a while, like now, I don't even buy them because they're too sweet for me. And this is coming from a sugar addict, okay? Atkins snacks, diabetic Atkins snacks, okay? They're too sweet for me. I can't even eat them. So, but yes, not being hungry, I can be satisfied and I can enjoy my food much more now because I'm not, constantly shoving food down my throat, and I have a new appreciation for food. And with that, you save a lot of money. So that's something else I've noticed. Oh, okay, here's another thing. Something else that I noticed since I've started keto. Now, I know how to order me a keto meal. I can look at the menu. 9 times out of 10 at a restaurant, I'm going to order a salad with a protein. Maybe it's a chicken or fish or something like that. And maybe I'll substitute something. So if I have if I order a Southwest salad, I'll tell them to take out the corns or any black beans or something like that. Or I typically stick with my my classic Caesar salad. Like I said, I'm a Caesar girl, but I tell them, hold the croutons. And the thing is, that's nice, but in order for me to make a keto, I have to add that fat in. Sometimes I go in restaurants, I don't know why I think I can just ask people for a cup of oil. So I'm like, can you please bring me out like a little cup of oil, please? And they're like, let me ask the kitchen. And then of course the answer is no, they can't do that. So now I don't have my bag with me, but in my purse, I carry a pouch of avocado oil. Let me go get it. Just a second. So in my bag, I carry just an avocado oil. This one I got from Whole Foods. I just needed something that was in a small container with the top on it. And I found this organic avocado oil, and it's the MCT oil blend. And here's the information if you want to see this. Just pause the video if you need to see that. Anytime I go out to a restaurant, I don't have issues with keeping my carbs low or my protein moderate. My issue is the fat. And so I've noticed that I just need to carry my own oil when I go out places, and I'm fine with that. I just pull my oil out. Yes, people look at me like I'm crazy, but you know, they can just mind their business, or they can pay for my food, okay? Okay, so another thing that I've noticed since being keto is I have insomnia, and I will stay up all night. There are times where I will begin cleaning my home at like 9 o'clock at night or 10, and I won't finish until 2 a.m. because I just don't have any urge to sleep. And the thing is, I want to sleep. I like sleeping at night, but my body's like, yeah, I don't want to sleep right now. And it's become a bit of an issue. I'm a student, I'm a mom. I have to be able to function during the daytime. And so I'm not taking any melatonin because I don't want to throw off my sleeping schedule. And sometimes it just doesn't work that well for me. But another thing that I have found that I do since I've been keto is I do not count my carbs anymore. And that is mostly due to me not being hungry throughout the day. And all I make sure that I do is like, okay, I have these greens in my salad because I've been eating a salad almost every single day. So I have greens in my salad with some cheese, maybe some chicken or some salmon, something like this. And I just put my oil on top with my dressing. Or I take the dressing and I add more oil to the dressing, and then I put it on my salad. I'm not hungry a lot of the time. I don't have to worry about counting anything. I'm eating once a day. Yeah, I'm kind of doing OMAD, but it's not like I'm gonna eat one time a day and that's it. It's just, I'm not hungry, but I will eat my midday meal and I'm good. I don't like having to deal with all the numbers. I have enough going on in my life. So if I can just eat appropriately, I don't have to worry about any of that. This is something that I've noticed that I've been thinking about since being on this keto journey is the idea of a cheat day. Now, I know some people, they have cheat days and they try to figure out how to bounce back from that. Okay, first of all, I don't have cheat days. Do I have cheat meals? For me, mostly I have a cheat snack. And my cheat snacks are typically low carb. So I don't just say I'm gonna go out and get me a slice of pie or eat a whole bag of, like I don't just do that. Now I did have some snacks at my sister's home, which I'm gonna get to that in a minute. My cheat meals are not like I'm gonna throw down on some, some soul food or any of, like I don't do all of that. So the idea of cheating for me is having a low carb snack or a low carb meal. The whole thing is probably gonna be 30 carbs or less. So in order for me to stay in ketosis, I need to be below, I think, 20 carbs. I do that because I don't want to be thrown off too much. And there are some pretty tasty things I can eat on a low carb diet as well. But for me to be in keto, I eat lower than that. But the idea of talking about cheating, like, oh, I had a cheat meal. Like, I don't even call it that. I just eat. I just make sure that if I'm going to go above my carbs, it's still a low carb meal. I think people's low carb starts about 50 carbs, I think, a day. So my low carb meals probably are 30 or below. If I internalize the fact that I've cheated, it's just not good for my mental health, because a lot of this, yes, is for weight loss, but it's also for a food addiction that is caused by me trying to eat a lot of the right foods that were wrong for me like a lot of the healthy carbs and all of that. So I don't want to get into any of that. Okay, all I want to do is focus on what I can do. If I step out of the margin a little bit, it's okay. Just get right back on and not beating myself up over that. Not buying into that whole idea of cheat days and cheat meals, because for me, all of it is going towards my health. So yes. Okay, so going back to the food addiction and the cheats and everything. So something else I've noticed on keto is I can no longer go and stay extended amounts of time at family members' home, particularly one of my sister's homes, because this sister is the sister that has the snack house. Okay, so if you have anybody in your family that has the snack house, this person has every snack up under the sun that you would want, and big boxes too. Okay, big boxes of just processed snacks, drinks, like all kinds of stuff, just junk food. Okay, it's the junk food house. And so I went to her house last week, and keep in mind, I have my own food and everything. Like I said, I come prepared. I know I prepare for my travels and my day. So if I know I'm not gonna be going straight home or anything, I try to pack some type of food, a snack or something, so that I don't get tempted to eat something else. Not at this sister's home, because she has everything that I used to eat. Okay, so the thing is, I'm fine with this any other time, but if I'm just there sitting around visiting, I can forget it. And I've eaten, I think I had some Doritos, so like I said, a cheat snack, but I didn't have enough to go over my carb intake. I still ate them, and so that's the thing that I want to stress for me that I've noticed. If there are places or people okay, that you cannot be around because it's gonna throw you off, just don't do it, okay? Have them come to your home or meet up somewhere, okay? Because for me, it throws me off every time I would go over there. And I've noticed this since last year when I started keto, so can't go to the snack house anymore. Something else I've noticed since I've started my keto journey is I'm not as physically active as I used to be, and that has to do with a lot of factors, but I'm finding that in the beginning of my second round of keto, which has started in September, I was not active. I was in school, and now I'm in Taekwondo right now, and that's fine, but I did have a membership at the YMCA, which I loved, but they don't have a YMCA in my neighborhood right now. So, and that's fine for me. And it's okay for keto because you don't really have to do a lot of like working out, but I do miss that weekly feeling of just being out and just exercising and doing my weight classes and all of that. So that's something I'm looking forward to getting into. And actually my body at this point is telling me, hey, I want to get up and do something. So yeah. Two more things. So the first of the last two things that I want to tell you is that something I've noticed since I started keto, the scale is all right, okay? I have some issues with the scale, but tape measure is king when it comes to me tracking and recording my weight loss, because if that scale doesn't move, or if it moves in the wrong way, I can use that measuring tape and I can see my progress anyway. That's something that I just need to keep in mind, because sometimes, you know, we get overly motivated by that scale and overly consumed. And so I really want to start just relying on that measuring tape and just measuring everything like I do every Friday. Hopefully I can trust the measuring tape more than the scale, because my scale is a little weird, okay? So yeah. And last but not least, something I've noticed since I've been on keto, I need constant reinforcement of why I am on this journey. Because a lot of the times with me, like I live in the South, you know, I'm a curvier woman. I can look in the mirror at myself and think, I look good now, I can just stop. And that is destructive to my mindset, because it's not just about the looks, it's about how I feel. And so if I get caught up in how I look, if I think I'm looking good, which is nothing wrong with that, I start to lose a little motivation on being keto. Maybe I'll slip up a little bit and have one of those low carb meals instead of those keto meals. You see what I'm saying? But one thing that I realized that I need to do is I need to keep constant reinforcement of my choice to be in the keto journey, because it just helps. It helps me stay on track. So one way that I do this is I am constantly listening to YouTube on my phone. So if I'm in the kitchen cooking or doing dishes or whatever I'm doing, I have a video playing or something, some keto podcast or something that is reinforcing my values, and it really helps. Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. I am looking forward to this really being in my goal, my dream body. I can see it. I know what it looks like. Yes, I feel beautiful right now, but it's important for me to keep going because I have goals and this is not the goal just yet. So if you're interested in seeing where I continue on, just please like, subscribe, and share my videos. Make sure you comment below. Let me know if you've tried keto and some things that maybe you have learned in your journey, because every little bit helps, every bit of advice helps, and we all help each other in this. Sometimes we get our motivation from just not the ones that are close to us. So yes, I do read the comments because no one else in my family is keto, okay? It's just me. And yeah, so I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.